Instead of working together to push Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum plan based on United Nations policies, work together instead for our country. Klaus Schwab's life by subscription, quote, is really serfdom. It's slavery.
An Australian senator calling out Klaus Schwab. I kind of wish some American senators would do the same thing. Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend, where we like to call out the lies, hypocrisy, and corruption of tyrants, shine the light of awareness on woke absurdities, and highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters. There is a tyrant named Klaus Schwab, and apparently there is a freedom fighter in Australia. He's a senator named Malcolm Roberts, and we're gonna watch a clip. We just saw the beginning of it, of him just like point blank saying true things that should be said by anyone who is serving a country. You know, there's some U.S. senators and Congress people that I think are great. There's plenty that I think the opposite. But even the ones I think are great, I haven't heard them just be so direct, bold, as they should be, calling out Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum Great Reset agenda. This guy who's an unelected leader trying to govern the world. I think our elected leaders need to be actively pushing back and, well, protecting us against these unelected globalist tyrants like Klaus Schwab. I love what this senator has to say. From Australia, by the way, Australia, they need more of these people. They got very tyrannical, and that's just what they're doing. But there's at least one Australian politician fighting the good fight, fighting for freedom, and sticking his middle finger up in Klaus Schwab's face, which needs to be done. Let's see what else he has to say.
Klaus Schwab's life by subscription, quote, is really serfdom. It's slavery. Billionaire globalist corporations will own everything: homes, factories, farms, cars, furniture. And everyday citizens will rent what they need.
Well, that's great. Everyday citizens get to rent what they need. They get to own nothing. That kind of seems like communism, where property rights were abolished. Like, hey, we're the government. We're going to take all the private property so that everybody can have an equal amount, and that equal amount is zero. We're going to take all the farmland, and if we take all the farmland, then everybody will get fed, you know? Why did 80 million people starve to death under Maoism? And why tens of millions starve to death with Stalin? Why are people in North Korea starving as we speak? This communist stuff accidentally didn't work out then, but it'll definitely work out now with Klaus Schwab, because he's not calling it communism, he's calling it the Great Reset.
If their social credit score allows.
Yeah, by the way, that's a big if. You everyday peasant, you'll own nothing, but you have the opportunity to rent things if your social credit score allows. I don't think my social credit score would allow it. This whole Great Reset agenda, this is a prime territory where an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Like, if it's implemented, one, it'll be our fault because we allowed it. But if it's implemented, like getting it like retracted, like, wow, that's a revolution. Like, we'll all have bayonets in our hands in order for that to even have a chance of happening. So preventing it from happening, I think, is not only way better for us, but it's probably easier.
The plan of the Great Reset is that you will die with nothing.
Like, how optimistic does that sound? You're gonna die with nothing. And you'll die with nothing because you live with nothing.
To pull off this evil plan, Klaus Schwab's World Economic...
I love what he just said. To pull off this evil plan. Thank you for calling it what it is. Thank you for not trying to be politically I don't want to offend the globalists, the leftists who are in his very government that are controlled by the World Economic Forum. Thank you for just, Malcolm Roberts, thank you for just calling this what it is, evil.
Economic Forum will need to take more than just material possessions from Australians. Senators in this very chamber today who support the Great Reset threaten our privacy, freedom, and dignity.
That is true. And he's calling out senators in that very chamber who do support the Great Reset. There's plenty of senators, Congress people in the U.S. government that do the same thing. Pretty much anyone who's on the radical left, which is pretty much now just the left, they're in support of the Great Reset. Hi, AOC. Hi, squad members. How you doing?
Yes, they're in this Senate chamber. One Nation vehemently opposes the Great Reset, the Digital Identity Bill, theft of agricultural land use, forcing farmers off their land, and all of the Great Reset. One Nation has a comprehensive plan to bring our beautiful country back to sustainable prosperity. And in the months ahead, we will be rolling that plan out. Instead of Lib Lab pushing Klaus Schwab's Great Reset with the tagline, "You will own nothing and be happy," One Nation advocates the Great Resist.
That's a fun play on words. Great Reset? We're going to do the Great Resist.
We stand for a world where individuals and communities have primacy over predatory globalist billionaires and their quizzling bureaucrats, politicians, and mouthpiece media.
I love his choice of words. Predatory globalist billionaires. Predators they are.
One Nation accepts the challenge to provide a better future for everyday Australians. We have one flag, we are one community, and we are one nation.
Bam! The only thing I would question about all that is he's wearing a pink tie. His choice, he just wouldn't be my choice. But nonetheless, there you have a real man wearing a pink tie, saying what needs to be said. He's an Australian senator, Malcolm Roberts. I hope other senators here in the U.S. take inspiration. Those are the things that need to be said over and over and over again. We need to just shout from the rooftops, raise awareness about Klaus and his Great Reset agenda, and really any unelected leader that just presumes they're able to govern us. Why are they able to govern us? Well, it won't happen unless we allow it. Our elected leaders are controlled by these unelected leaders that will go on until we stop allowing it. I think it's time we stop allowing it. We get to either choose the Great Reset or, he said the Great Resist, but I would dare say the Great Awakening. Great Awakening is my choice. Thank you for checking this out with me, my beautiful freedom-loving friend. A little bit of inspiring, courageous sentiment from a major politician in a country with a beautiful accent. With that said, I look forward to seeing you on our next video. But before that, I want to tell you about a sponsor I'm proud to have. What's up, my friends? I am here with two recovered nutritional zealots, Wade Lightheart and Matt Gallant, who also happen to be the authors of the Ultimate Nutrition Bible. Now, before I throw it to them and have them tell you about their amazing book, I want to reminisce with you. I miss the good old days when what divided people the most were nutritional dogmas and zealotry, like, oh, the meat eaters have it right, no, the paleos have it right, no, the keto bros have it right, no, the vegan bros have it right. I think the problem with all those systems is they work. But the other problem is they don't work for everybody. That's why I've become a big fan of the new book, The Ultimate Nutrition Bible. You want to tell them about it, Wade?
Yeah, most people will fall into a diet strategy for a while and it will work, but then it doesn't. And what do? So we have crafted a way that you can succeed regardless of the diet that you choose. You base it on your lifestyle, your genetics, and also your goals, because not every diet's right for you, or not every diet's right for you now. Matt.
Yeah, so again, the three key questions is this the right diet for you? Is it right for you right now? Because again, goals change, priorities change. And are you doing it the best way possible? So we spent the last 3 years crafting this book. It is a reference guide. It's a choose your own adventure, build your own adventure kind of book. If you're a fan of some of Tim Ferriss's book, you'll love this book. And we're super excited to share it with you. So give them the URL.
I love this. Nutrition has been a huge part of my life for over 22 years. I'm not a fan of most nutritional books out there because they come from a dogmatic approach and they'll work for some people but won't work for everybody. So I love the individualized component of the Ultimate Nutrition Bible. And if you want to get your hands on it and take your health and nutrition and vitality to the next level, go to ultimatenutritionsystem.com/JP and pick yourself up a copy today.